Hey guys, this is Dave with Classic Gamers HQ. I appreciate you joining me. Today I'm going to be conducting a repair, clean, and refurbish video for the old school Nintendo Entertainment System. This one I picked up on eBay for a few bucks. I actually bought a lot of them, as you can see here. I've got a stack of parts here, and I've got a bigger stack of games. And 3 out of 4 of these, or 3 out of 5 of these systems that I purchased do not work. There is a prominent issue with these Nintendo Entertainment Systems that's cropped up over the years after these suckers came fresh, brand new out of the box. They tend to wear out, and this is what happens. Let me turn on my TV here. Okay. Put in a game. Everybody's oh so familiar with this issue right here. So I'm ready to play a nice game of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. So we're ready to play, and all of a sudden, ah crap, we've got the blinking red light and the flashing black screen. In a lot of cases, you'll see different colors on screen. Piece of crap. We might as well throw this thing in the garbage. Or maybe we don't have to. We can go ahead and refurbish this Nintendo Entertainment System and the games and make them work like cleaning your NES without cleaning your games is utterly pointless. You've got this stack of old games you want to play that haven't worked in years. In order to bring them back to life, you're going to have to clean the games as well as the NES. Whatever games you put in your refurbished NES, you want to make sure that they are clean and they are functional. You want to make sure that there's no residue on the contacts inside these games. We're going to go over how to clean the games as well, but right now we're going to focus on cleaning and refurbishing our NES. And later on, in one of the videos related to this series of refurbishing and cleaning NES systems, I'm also going to show you how to clean the outside of the unit and make it look like new as well. So let's get started. Alright, here's what we need. We've got all of our tools here. We got a big mess of tools going on, and I'm just going to kind of randomly go through here and show you what you need to get started. And this is going to be for the entire project. This is going to be for cleaning your games and also repairing your consoles. Because you want to clean your games, repair your consoles roughly the same time. You don't want to put dirty ass games in a clean console, because you're going to defeat the purpose of cleaning in refurbishing the whole thing. So let's not do that. Let's do it right the first time. Alright, firstly, we're going to need a Phillips head screwdriver. So I've got a long neck Phillips head screwdriver right here. The wells are fairly deep to get to the screws in these consoles, so you are going to need a long neck screwdriver. Okay, I've got another screwdriver here that allows for removable bits. Put that aside, and as you can see here, I can put alternate bits in this particular screwdriver. The reason why I have that is for these bits right here. This is a 3.8mm game bit. Okay, this cannot be purchased at your usual tool or hardware store. I had to purchase this on eBay. It's specifically made for Nintendo and its line of consoles. This particular 3.8mm bit fits NES games, also fits SNES games, and I do believe it fits Nintendo 64 and I think the first version of the GameCube. I may be wrong about that, but definitely NES, SNES, and Nintendo 64. This is how you get your games open right here. Go to eBay. I got this for 99 cents. You can't beat it. You're going to pay more in shipping unless he has free shipping. So, game bit into my screwdriver there. There's that tool. You're going to need a toothbrush, preferably not your sister's or brother's toothbrush. They will not be happy if you use theirs and you put it back in the bathroom the next day after you've cleaned all your games up. So, use a disposable toothbrush that you plan on throwing away later. Okay? Next, Q-tip. Clean, dry Q-tips, and grab a few of them, please. Okay? Next, magic eraser. These are fairly cheap. You can buy them anywhere. Magic eraser. It's got the big bald dude on the front of the package. You know who I'm talking about. Magic eraser. You know, if you don't know how to use one of these, read the instructions. You damp it, squeeze it out, use the damp side, and you get all kinds of lovely little crud off of your games here. But that will be in another segment of my NES Refurbished series. Okay, next, eraser. You will need the eraser to clean the metal contacts in your console and in your games. This is going to get rid of that that residue that just won't come clean with a regular rag or alcohol solution or Q-tips. So your eraser is going to get the baked on gunk off of your contacts. Alright, so I did mention Q-tips. Make sure you have plenty of those on hand. I've got a red marker and I've got some tape, masking tape, and I'm using the red marker and the tape to label my games and my consoles after they've been refurbished. I'm dealing with a lot here, so I don't want to get them mixed up. So I have those two tools to label my consoles and games. Next on the list, rubbing alcohol. Preferably rubbing alcohol you would get at your local pharmacy or big box store, you know, grocery store, whatever. Preferably with the lowest content of alcohol in it. This one has 50%. Bam. Rubbing alcohol. Do not go in your grandfather's liquor cabinet and use his gin. Only rubbing alcohol. Okay. Next. Canned air. Any canned air will do. Make sure you have a little long neck nozzle here, because you are going to be cleaning up a lot of eraser shavings and whatnot when you're cleaning these things up. So canned air is nice to have. This is our next tool on our list, Goo Gone. Goo Gone is very nice at taking care of labels on games that are unwanted. I don't have any here, but we will in the segment that explains how to remove labels and clean up your cartridges, making them look like new again. So we will cover that later. Next, WD-40. Yes, we're not fixing a bicycle. I know this. I know this. This, believe it or not, is going to be used in finalizing the cleaning process of our games and our consoles, and I'll show you how to properly use this. You don't want to just spritz it all over the place and start scrubbing your games. No, that's not how it's going to work. So be sure to watch the segment about how to clean your games and make them look new with WD-40. It really is a universal product. Really, it is. So, I've also got a little ramekin here that's going to hold my rubbing alcohol. Another thing I don't have on the table here as far as cleaning supplies go is, alternatively, if you don't feel comfortable in using rubbing alcohol, use some glass cleaner. I got some generic glass cleaner here, and I will use the glass cleaner directly on the contacts in the game cartridges, directly on the contacts in my consoles there. Anything that, you know, makes a metal contact there, this glass cleaner probably is a little bit more safe than this rubbing alcohol, but so far I've seen no negative effects of using rubbing alcohol on these NES systems and games. So it's really your preference, glass cleaner, rubbing alcohol, either or will do. Just keep in mind the rubbing alcohol will dissipate completely a little bit faster than your glass cleaner. Your glass cleaner, you got to make sure it's dry before you put everything together and fire the NES up. We don't want to cause a fire, and you're doing all this, remind you, at your own discretion. I am not responsible for any accidents or destruction of games that may happen. Do this at your own risk. Thank you. Okay, last two tools we have here are going to be used for repairing your 72-pin connector on your NES console. We've got a large paper clip, and I bent it out, and then I took the end and I bent it over to make a little hook. We'll be using that. I need a smaller version of it as well, so I've got a safety pin here, and I opened it up, bent it out a little bit, and then I hooked the end just enough to where I could grab a hold of those pins on that 72-pin connector and bend them out. That will be on the 72-pin connector refurbish portion of my NES Refurbish series, so stay tuned for that.